Hello everybody, today I have a video for you with 3 different kinds of halot to make for Rosh Hashanah, round ones. And this first one that we are making is with just like I call it like a snail challah, because you know you like make it go round like a snail, and it's going to be stuffed with stuff. Yum. So I'm just starting with my piece of challah, and I am rolling it out into a rectangle, and you can see here that you just, you can stretch it out as well, not just rolling pin it. And then we're going to put our fillings in. So we've got sultanas and choc chips, but I have used like shredded apple before. You could use other types of dried fruit. You could use like olives and rosemary and garlic for a savory one. And this is going super fast, isn't it? Anyway, you just roll it up into like a thingy and then snail it. It's all pretty self-explanatory, really. Once you can see it, to me, that's all that needs to be. This one is like a 4 braid cross. So you only need 4 strands of challah for this one, and I'm making 2. So I've got my 8 pieces there because they look big. It's important that you do this step where you take each piece and then you form it into a ball by here wrapping all the bits under and then squishing them together. Okay, so you tucking in all of the sides, and then you can give it a roll, and that way you have a beautiful ball, and you will get much nicer strands like snakes of challah because you've formed it into a ball first. If you just form it from cutting, you might get uneven bits and bits that don't stick together. So just roll out your 4 pieces of challah into this snake shape, and then I'm just put a little bit of olive oil on them as well, so that they don't stick together too much, and that helps to get everything to keep its shape. Okay, so if your challah is like this and it's shrinking as you've done it, then you need to just let it rest for a little bit. So now we're going to start. You can see I've got 2 and 2, and then I just want to tuck them under so each piece of challah is over one piece and under a different piece. And then we're going to look for our challah, and we're going to look for, there will be 4 pieces that are underneath, and you just take those and you put it over its partner. Now the other piece will be underneath, and you need to take that and put it over the top of its new partner. Okay, and then this challah, these pieces are long enough that I can do it a 3rd time. So again, I just get that alternate piece, the piece that's under, and I put it under its new partner. And once you get to this sort of stage, it doesn't really matter. All you're doing is like finding a partner for the strand of challah, pinching it together, and then tucking it under. So that is like a fairly easy one. It seems complicated. Just re-watch the video a couple of times and you will get it. And the last round challah that we're going to make is kind of like what I call like a donut shaped challah. And I'm actually going to stuff it here. So I've got sultanas, my kids are just helping me. Just put in a few, and I'm like rolling it in. And then I'm going to cut that up into 3. You could do a more than 3 braid, but 3 is plenty because it gets pretty thick going around. And you can have these strands for your challah fairly thin because you want it to be quite long in order to get around. Get your helpers to get your other things ready for you. And then you want to just do your standard, 3 braid plait. And then you want to just sort of plait the ends together. Now I've got this little metal thing, but you could use like a ramekin or anything like that, just to like put in the middle so that it doesn't enclose, but it wouldn't be a big deal if it did. I'm just doing an egg wash and some sesame seeds over it because that's what we like. And then I am done. Happy Rosh Hashanah, Shana Tov everyone. I hope that you have a great new year.